What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about, which I'm about to say is I don't think it's a word. We know the word pathetic is a word, but patheticness I don't think is a word. But you know what? It's my own version of a word, so I'm going to end up calling it patheticness. So basically what I'm going to be talking about is how we're basically all we're all born into this patheticness society, the one day just to go back into nothingness. We're born into patheticness. Again, I know it's not a word, but what I'm about to say now is a word. Just to go back into nothingness. That's where I got patheticness from. Patheticness, just to go back into nothingness. So, yeah, let's get on into that topic, my friends. Here I am. Well, what? What do you mean, well, what? Get your ass to school, march. What, already? I'm only like 3, so get to preschool, whatever the hell. That's how it all begins. School. Trapped in a building all day. Whether you live in an apartment building or not, or a house, you're going into this school building. This is your life. This is your life. Throughout your whole childhood, you spend at school. Then you go to high school. That's your whole life. School. That's your whole beginning of your childhood life. School. Now you finally, let's say, graduate from high school. Now it's time to go to college. Now it's time to go another 4 years. 4 years of high school just to go another 4 years in college. And the worst part of it all is you're paying for that. So you're most likely going dead. And if you're not doing well in college, you're just throwing your money away. You might just be throwing your money away regardless. But if you're not comprehending, let's say you're not doing well in college, you're really just wasting your time. Because you're paying for that and you're not grasping anything. Let's say you're not learning whatever stupid shit they're teaching. So anyway, yeah, you go through that. Now it's time to look for a job. Did college help you with a job? Just possibly, maybe not. Maybe it was just even more of a big waste of time. But this is all we do. Now it's time we work. Again, this is all pathetic, in my opinion. This is all just into the patheticness. And then in the end, we die. This is all we do in life. This is all life this is all we come across. This is all we discuss. This is all that goes on in life. This is truly enjoying, or is this just trying to get by? I look at it as we're just literally trying to get by. We're trying to do whatever it takes to try to survive into society. Instead of enjoying life, instead of being happy here, you're just doing things that you have to do, whether you like it or don't. Some people like it, which I don't know how you do, but hey, good for you, while other people can't stand it. But it doesn't matter if you like it or not, you gotta do it. You have to. It's mandatory, honestly. This is life. This is all just dumped into this pathetic society that I like to call patheticness. And in the end, we all become nothing. Nothingness once again comes into play. Again, I don't know what happens when you die. A lot of people say lights out. A lot of people say reincarnation. A lot of people say this. A lot of people say that. I don't know what to say. That's what I'm going to say. I don't know what to say. But whatever it is, you're wasting away here just to leave this planet. Where you're gonna end up from there, I don't know, but you get what I mean. You're doing all this stupid shit for what? What is the real reward? I always like to make these videos. I always got to sometimes repeat and just get it into people's heads, you know, because it's the truth. Why can't we just enjoy life while we're here limitedly? None of this is forever. Nothing's forever. Nothing lasts forever. Your car's not going to last forever. A light bulb's not going to last forever. Your gaming consoles may not last forever. They may last a very long time, all depending how good you take care of them, but it doesn't mean they're going to last forever. Nothing lasts forever. You won't last forever. So while we're here limitedly, why can't we just enjoy before our time is up? Instead, we're just doing time. We're not enjoying the time, we're just doing time. Time that we didn't ask for. And whether you ask for it or not, you're here and you got to do it. These are the things you got to do now until the time's up. It's almost like getting locked up. You go to jail, you got to do the time, you know. I feel like it's what I'm already doing just in society. All right, I'm not behind bars, but it feels kind of that way because we're going to a place we can't stand every day, you know. We don't want to be here, but we have no choice. So in a way, it's like some sort of a prison when you really think about it. Wouldn't you rather wake up early in the morning, getting in your car or whatever transportation that you take, going somewhere you enjoy going, wherever it is, the beach, an amusement park, just wherever? No, where you're mainly going with yourself? Work. Work. That's what we do most of the time. There's a time for fun and then there's a time to work. There's barely any time for fun, and all there is time to work. There's barely any time to have fun. You barely sometimes ever make enough to even enjoy and have fun. You're just making it more just to pay those bills. Then you got to get your ass right back to work to keep the flow going. Would that asshole stop honking? I think it's an alarm, but this is what we spend our whole lives doing. Working. School, when you're a little child, or, you know, like young, very, very young, not a teenager yet, or even as a teenager, that's when you're in high school. School is your whole life from the very beginning. And then work is when you're in your 20s and so on. Then you get little time once you're retired and you fucking die. That's it. Thank you. Thank you for, you know, all the hard work you put into this patheticness of a life to now to end up back into nothingness. Thank you so much, man. I'm so glad you came into this patheticness. You dealt with the patheticness. Now go back into nothingness. Man, why can't I just stay to nothingness to begin with? This is what I'm saying. Like, none of this really just makes any sense, you know? Now, I make these videos to try to make people, well, I make these videos so people could relate, because there's a lot of people that feel the same way and I don't want them to feel alone. I don't make these videos to bring people down, to bring people, you know, make people feel depressed or dark or, you know, shit like that. A lot of people will always keep saying that, no matter how many times I say it. So I don't even know why I even bother anymore, because you're always going to get an asshole. You just can't get through to those people, but I like to bring it up anyway. I don't make these videos in any way form to bring people down, to bring people, you know, make people feel negative. There's people that feel this way but just don't know how to describe it to others, because other people look at them like they're crazy. So when they hear someone like me and whoever else that makes these type of videos on YouTube or whatever platform, it makes them feel less alone. They actually can relate and understand, and that's the big goal. That's what I enjoy doing, making people feel less alone, because truthfully, I always say, you're not alone. You know, there was once a time I kind of thought I was alone, but with that being said, I always knew that I wasn't, you know. Like, I just knew there's got to be people that see it, but it's just, I'm not surrounded by the people that see it. I'm surrounded by, this is life, this is the way it is, you gotta just participate, which unfortunately, I mean, it's true, you do, but unfortunately, but people just see nothing wrong with it, and then they have kids. You see that life is bad, so wouldn't that make you say, I'm not gonna have a kid into this life? No, you get idiots that say, yeah, this is a real dump, this is a real shithole, and yet you're having a kid, so everything you just said, and then you just had a kid. It's a complete shithole, so bring another fucking living thing here to suffer along with it. You literally just admitted it's a shithole, and you're still gonna make that big mistake. These are what you call stupid reject people. You know, you rejects, bunch of imbeciles. I see for what it is, and I don't want to bring another living thing here. I don't. If life was a better place, I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, I don't know. Truth is, I just don't want that responsibility anyway. But especially the way life is as it is, fuck, man. Definitely don't want that responsibility. And I don't want the poor kid to go through hell. You know? There's absolutely no reason why you should bring a kid into today's world. There's just no reason for it. There's no valid reason for it. It's just foolishness. That's just me speaking, you know? I just don't see the point. If life was actually a good place or, you know, a better place, then yeah, then maybe I could understand it. But I just don't understand the purpose of bringing another living thing into this hell. Like I say to myself every day, bad enough we're here to experience this bullshit. Why do we got to reproduce and bring someone else here to experience the bullshit? Why do we got to keep this cycle going? Why do we got to keep this, you know, when you ever hear on social media a trend going on and the trend just keeps going and going and going. Well, like same thing like with life, like what, like I see for how shitty this is. Why do I want to reproduce it? And I just want it to end, you know? Whatever's here is here. Once we die out, let it be it, man. I just don't see no fucking valid reason why we should have a child here. I just don't. I really don't. I don't see no benefit to it, especially in today's life. It's just more stressful. And it even goes for parents too. You're putting more stress on yourself. You gotta, you know, it's expensive and shit, especially having more than one of them. Just one alone, Jesus, man. And then you fucking want to have more than that? You're just putting stress and torment on yourselves, little do you know. But my heart really, truly goes for the child, man. Because the child didn't ask for any of this. You idiots agreed to it, so now saying it's stressful, it's too much work, well, you should have thought about that. See, the child, on the other hand, didn't ask for this, so you can't blame the child in that way. You could blame the parents in every way for them, though. It's just, how I look at it is, life is just so played out. Like, why can't the cycle just be over already? You know, a movie's got to end eventually. It's just, the movie can't go on forever. It's like a video game. You're playing a campaign. It's got to come to an end at some point. It's got to. I mean, you got to eventually reach the end. But life, it's just, we just keep it going and going and going. I mean, yes, we're going to die. It's going to end for us. But why do we got to just keep this whole pathetic, you know, this system, this society? Why do we got to keep this shit going? Let this shit crash already, man. That's how I look at it as. It's just enough is enough. It's just the same stupid thing over and over and over, man. It's just so fucking played out. And yet we're still playing it. And we're bringing more kids into the world to play it too. Little do they know what they're getting themselves, or yeah, they're getting themselves into. These are things I could just rant on forever and ever and ever and ever, because it's just so true, man. It's like, it's just sad that people don't see for what it is. And then you got people that do see for what it is, but yet still bring a kid. You got blind people that don't see for what it is and bring a kid. And then sometimes you have actual people that do see for what it is and still have a kid. So either way, it's just, what the hell? It's bad either way. You're aware, but yet you're still making that stupid mistake. And then you got unaware people. But either way, the mistake's happening both ways. What I suggest is, which of course it'll never go this way. Whatever living thing is here, let it live to the end. And once it's over for every single living thing here, let it all be just a complete, you know, lights out, I guess you could say. Don't bring any more human beings here. Whatever human beings are here, yeah, live it, I guess, to the end. What's the reason? I really can't answer that, but still, whatever, just try and live it to the end. That's what I'm trying to do. But then that's it. Don't keep reproducing. Don't keep procreating. Let this shit end already. Let this evil scheme come to a fucking stall. And the only way it's going to eventually come to a stall is if we stop procreating, which of course it's never going to be. It's never going to happen. No matter how many times I discuss these topics, of course it's not going to change anything. But it just makes people happy having someone say it, because what I'm saying is basically what other people want to say too. And I'm like taking the words right out of people's mouths. Because hey, I know what everyone, I know a lot of people here have these thoughts. It's just, everyone should be having these thoughts, especially the way life is today. How the hell do you not? Doesn't make you negative, doesn't make something wrong with you. It's just you see for what it is. You see for what a really terrible place this all is, and You're trying to be smart by not continuing the cycle. Sadly, that a lot of people are just stupid, or actually see it too, but still make that stupid decision. A lot of people will be like, why do you hate kids so much? I don't hate kids. They're a pain in the ass. Some kids are annoying, don't get me wrong. There are some kids that are annoying, but I don't hate kids. I have nothing against kids. We were all kids at some point, right? I was a kid. You know, it's just, I just don't want to deal with that responsibility. Doesn't mean I hate it. Just like having a pet. I used to have dogs. I used to have the cat. I'm actually allergic, but they're a lot of work. I don't hate dogs. I love dogs, but I just don't feel like I want any dog as a pet because I feel like it's just a lot of work. So same thing with a kid. I don't hate kids, although I do hate people. Sometimes I don't know anymore, but but you know, I mean, you know, I have nothing against kids. All kidding aside, I have nothing against kids, but I'm against having a kid. I just don't want to do that. But that's just me, man. I don't see the point of it. I just don't see what's worth it. You're just prepping them into a dump. That's what this is, a big dumpster. Hey, let's go to the dump and dump this out. The whole world is a dump. Dump it any way you want. No wonder why people litter, because life is a dump. The dump is all around, worldwide. So here, your garbage is everywhere, if you get my drift. But I just don't see what's the point, what's worthwhile. I don't see what's the point in to keep this pathetic cycle going and going and going. You're here, yeah, try to live it to the end if you can. You know, I'm not telling people what they should or shouldn't do with their lives, you know, but don't have a kid. That I will try and say, you know. Of course, I can't force people. I can't tell people what to do, but once this all ends for us, let it all just be lights out. I mean, we don't know where we go on the other side, but let this actual hamster wheel come to a stall, man. I mean, this wheel's been spinning for so fucking long. I can't even tell you how long this damn wheel's been spinning for. The hamster wheel's been spinning round and round, round and round for God knows how long, and it just won't ever come to a stall because we keep procreating. Literally. Fucking literally. It's like, let this cylinder break down already. Let the hamster wheel break down, man. Oh no, we got to repair it again by having another kid. And I mean, may I say more? May I just cut it there? I think I'm just gonna cut it there. I think I said enough for now, guys. But anyway, man, like I always say at the end of the video, and I always will say, love you all. Thank you for 11,000 subscribers, man. I truly can't thank you all enough for that. Felt like 10,000 flew. Like, I felt like I just hit 10,000, not even, I mean, how long did I have 10,000 for? I think a month now or something. I don't even know. It felt like a week, and I'm already at 11,000. So like I said, I truly can't thank you all enough for that, man. You know, just to show you there are 11,000 people that are, you know, have this mindset and see for what it is. And what are you gonna say? There's 11,000 crazy people, you know, like a lot of people be like, those are just crazy people. So 11, you know what I mean? Like, no, these are just intelligent people that just see for what it is. Just people with common sense. You know, I don't know anymore. It's just makes no sense. But I do thank you all, man. So I am gonna end it for now. We'll be making more soon. I may make a July 4th rant. That's another thing that I felt like just fucking flew. Felt like it was July 4th just yesterday. Felt like I was just making a video about it yesterday. Here we are already. I think Thursday's July 4th. Again, let's celebrate our freedom, man. Oh yeah. Oh, not too late though, because you know, you got to go to work the next day. But yeah, you don't celebrate your freedom too late, man. What freedom if you got to get up the next day to go to work? That's what I fucking say. Anyway, peace out, guys. Love you all.